And we're back. Day 2 of building out my automation agency business from 0 to 10K in 90 days. Let's jump into it. So today's itinerary is pretty simple. It may not be the highest ROI thing for me to be doing right now. I think the goal is to just have a working demo built out so that I can start recording those looms and sending out client lead gen, essentially, or cold messages. But I came across this potential for having an MCP server for our make.com automations, which would just allow us to work with our desktop app for configuring those. Now, I'm not 100% clarified whether it's going to just focus on running the automations or if it's actually going to be good for building them out. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today, and then the goal is to just finish building out the automation. Yesterday I'd jumped into it after some time, but just trying to figure out, well, not that I didn't try it yet. I didn't try it because I wanted to do this on video. So let's start with this. So I'm just going to pull this over because I already have this up, but essentially, and this is kind of where we're just going to explore it together. So I've tried this legacy way of doing it, and the issue here is that I can't figure out what the issue is because I'll use this exact same syntax or format, copied into my Claude desktop config, and then run into an issue. So I came across this page where there's a recommended option. So I'm going to see if we can do it through an SSE. So this is through Cursor. There's an option without SSE, which is Claude desktop. So obviously the formatting is different, and this matches the format of what I would see in my MCP setup. Just like the docs when you try to generate an API key. So I'm gonna see what that looks like here. Okay, so this is my other account where I built those out already. Yeah, let's just go back here actually. Let's open this up here. Make.com, log in. Okay, what we want to do is go here, profile. We have API MCP access. Okay, so we're going to want to add a token. And then go to MCP token. And then, so the issue is when you click this, before it was linking to a completely different page, and for some reason there was issues with that. So we're going to just do this, Hills MCP. Okay, cool. Having my API key. That's not blurred on video, so that's good. Anyways, I'll cut it, whatever. So copy to clipboard now, or I'm just gonna go ahead. Actually, yeah, no, that's what I'll do. I'm done. I don't have to cut anything out of the video. I can literally just do that same thing and just do it off screen. Okay, let's run that back. Bye, guys. For now. Okay, cool. So now that now we're back. Cool. So copy that over, and now we're gonna head over to Claude. So I'm going to just open that over here, Claude desktop. And what we want to do is we want to head over to our desktop config settings, which is going to just be in our Claude app settings. Go here, edit config, make it easy for us. Go here, just pop that open. I'll have cursor open, and let's just start it with this. So what are we looking at? This is the previous one that did not work, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Don't what? I'm gonna leave that open because I was trying to do iPhone apps. Oh, and there's my API key again. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'll just delete it after. If we're following the instructions here, we want to use Cloudflare MCP remote proxy. Configuration example. All right, yeah. So, well, I only want it from right there. Yeah, that's what I want. We're going to just copy that in if it will allow me to. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now, yeah, now let's set our we can just do that. Nice, love clipboard. Oh, is that right? I'm so stupid. I just caught. I need to get a clipboard manager, man. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back here. Delete yet again. Create another one. This is so redundant. And now let's be a little smarter about this. Nah, it doesn't matter. It's fine, dude. Okay. Copy clipboard. Bye. Oh, it's still there. Oh, it's still there. That's fine, dude. It's whatever. That's fine, dude. Okay, so let's just see what the format looks like. Use to make zone MCP API v1u. Okay, so it is the same format. So this should be working then as the way to do it. And just want to make sure. Where am I going? I am trying to make sure I'm doing this right. Make zone MCP token. Tool access controls guy. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's check this out. See all scenarios within any team under the specified organization. Yes, you will only see the specified scenario. Okay, so I guess I could do scenario ID. Okay, by default it accesses you to everything, so we're just gonna leave it how it is. Alright, now for usage. Interesting. Let's just see, get started, blah blah blah, add that. Yeah, and then okay, cool, let's do it. So if this works, we're just gonna save that. Now we're gonna open a Claude. I have to exit and reset it, quit. Let's just open a new. We'll see an error up here if it didn't load properly, but what MCP tools do you have access to from make.com? Let's see. Okay. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Xcode, 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 Xcode. That's all Xcode. Let's go back to the settings here. Where am I looking? Claude. There we go. So it's running. Don't need to run it. I don't need to run it locally if it's SSE. Do I? Okay, so let's get the logs. Do I have this freshly here? No, it's new shell, okay. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Libraries and logs cloud. That's where I want to go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. This work though, depending on the path. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's see. CV from server make not found. Prompts not found. So local and remote resources list. This is the most recent. This is for 13. Well, it's also okay. Module not found. Is this today's log? This is 411. No, this is the log, so yeah, throw error. Let's see. So server.com. Let's see what this looks like back again. Well, this log, why is this underlined? Oh, did I save it like that? No, I didn't. Did I? No, that's not. I want to reject that, but did I save it with that? Bruh. Okay. I don't even know, honestly. Okay. Let me try again. Let's close out Claude. Let's run it one more time. See, just straight off the logs, we're seeing that stuff using 2222. Let's hope. Xcode, okay. So I'm not seeing make errors, and if I go to here, see it's still running. What if I try this? Okay. And there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So there is an error. Now let's figure out what it was. Open logs folder. Let's just go back here. Message from client, notifications canceled. Error MCP server. Okay. Let's see, is there actual documentation? Have people run into this? Also, the reason I copy paste manually is because my keyboard settings are a little wonky right now and I'm too lazy to fix them. So one thing I noticed is that even on the actual GitHub, there's not many stars. It's not interacted with much, and so I'm wondering how reliable this really is. But I mean, it's their official documentation, so I'd assume. Okay, so did we have to actually install first? Did we miss a step? Okay, we didn't refer to this thingy. Is that what we need to do? Stay. Okay, so with SSC support, need to use this, blah, blah, blah. But where did I see that installation step? Am I dumb? Okay, maybe I didn't do this first. Where the heck? Okay, I'm dumb. Ignore me, guys, okay? SSE use the following endpoint. Okay. So I don't really want to do that. Okay, so I have to use Cloudflare's MCP remote proxy. If you previous client like desktop, use MCP remote. MCP remote is an adapter that lets MCP clients otherwise only support the work with their remote MCP servers. Okay, usage. Remote example, okay. That's kind of, oh, that's just talking about the actual formatting of the code, which, yeah, MCP remote. And then it's just connecting to that remote server. I don't need to set in that. So why is it already there? Auto select. Let's just do at latest just to make sure. Maybe, yeah. Cool. Thanks, Cursor. Okay, macOS. Yep. This is not easy way to understanding developer. Cloud. Cool. That's the basics. Building remote. Okay. Troubleshooting. Clear. MCP on. Okay, let's try running that maybe. Stop my shell. There we go. My keyboard is being done. Let's just copy and paste. Okay. Then restarting your MCP client. Yeah, okay. So let's restart Claude and run that back. Let's check. Can I do this? Where's my keyboard? And it does not work. Okay, we're fine on Node. Not bound to VPN. Oh, nice. You can check this way, but let's just. My keyboard. I don't like it. Let's do that. That's fine. NPX. Yep. Okay. Looks like it should be fine. And this is a way we can just test that. There we go. Okay. Let's see, maybe this has something to do with it. MCP error method not found. Okay, this is what I was running into yesterday. So you can connect to the server, but there's no tool sound. It's because I don't have an on-demand service or scenario, I mean. Is that why? Schedule on demand. On demand. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so it's activated. It's on demand. Yeah. Okay. And this is the same account that I just did, just to make sure. Now let's try that again and see. No, okay. Well, actually, okay, tools. Okay, name scenario, cool. Input schema object. Okay, so it works. Nice. But I guess it's not what we had expected. Superior method not found on what? Our resource list. Okay. Let's just see what happens now if I open up Claude. Hypothetically, it should do something to interact with it. still not seeing that. Do I have to close this connection? Let me also do that just to be safe. Let's restart Claude. Just run it one more time just to be safe again. And let's do Claude. Main. Okay, 19. Where are we at? Make. Okay, so the scenario's here. Oh, so it's probably only a trigger of that. Scenario. It's probably only a trigger because it's on demand. That makes sense. Let's see. Understand current. Okay, design automating and takes. Okay, let's see. Can you create an intake workflow scenario for me? Use a mock example from. Let's see. What can I do? Okay. So I can design it. Can we use the tool to implement it? So it's just making an artifact. Okay, so what did I even do from here? Okay, so if I say like implement this in scenario blah blah 1395998. Okay, so it is more so just to mess around with the JSON, which isn't the worst, but I could have done that without this server. I guess it helps in organizing if you have like a lot of automation set up. Okay, so let's just let that run. And I just want to now, okay, so not really done but not useful. Super valuable. Is that useful? Valuable. All right, so cool. Now we're gonna finish building out the demo automation. So let's go to this make tab. Let's close this one out. Okay, so the portion that I am kind of working in, I'd like tried a couple of things in my other account, and now I just want to work fresh. And so here I'm working off of this mock client intake. So assuming that the lead gen flow from yesterday that we explored leads to something like this being added to their CRM, whether it's Google Sheets, whether it's an actual tool. What we want to do is we want to watch responses in this specific sheet right here and limit 200. That's fine, right? Now the point here is to connect it to Clio, which is a tool, a CRM / manager that practices use. So our goal today is to try and see if we can make a free account, which we can. Cool. So let's do this. But Sohail, why aren't you sharing us your email or your number? Nah. Okay. Cool. Check your email. Nice. Let's do that. Don't think there's anything sensitive right now. Let me see. Cool. Did you know Somo comes with features? Activate your account. Cool. Choose my own. Don't tell me what to do. Okay. Nice. All right. So, yeah. So essentially, this is a tool for law firms and practices, and here we're just kind of exploring it to understand how they use it on their end and what we can do to connect it to our automation here. So it's Clio. Cool. Region. Let's see. United States. That's easy. All right. OAuth opened. We'd like to make connection with you guys. Allow access. Cool. A lot of permissions there. Nice. Okay. So type person company. So assuming there's that, let's just say person. So now we can use information from this previous thing. So first name, last name, company ID, no. Professional title, don't have that. File, map, avatar, mission, no. Destroy, whatever. Email address, so that we do that. Email address, item, name. Doesn't matter. Home. Email addresses, right? Yeah, address. Okay. So here we just want to do, where am I blind? There we go. Email. Default. Yeah, let's set that. Phone number. Let's do that as well. Let's just do home number, phone number. Default number, yes. Websites doesn't matter. Instant messengers doesn't matter. Address, no. Custom field set. Need to specify. Need to put in fees. Custom field values. Okay. Clio Connect email. Co-counsel notifications will be sent to these email when resource is shared. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's go and see what this looks like on the back end. Track away detail. No context found. Okay. So it would add a person. Draft bills. We can look at their calendar. We can look at outstanding completed tasks. Matters. Cool. Contacts. So what law firms will need is a way to move things automatically from their form into here. I guess from actual discovery calls is where I'll find out whether they tend to already have these automations set up in the back end somehow, and if there is, how ours would stand out from that. In increasing productivity, decreasing non-billable hours, etc. So let's just do this. I just want to see what other fields can I add to this. Can I add more fields? Phone number, email, website, tags? No, okay. Future by creating custom field sets for often used custom fields. Okay. So let's say, assuming I'm gonna have access to the practices Clio account. Let's say I want to take this and I want to do area. There we go. That's not needed. Oh, okay. I keep closing the wrong things. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let's do this area of. I don't want to charge my keyboard right now. Maybe I'll have to. Might need to. Frick. I must do it on camera because that'll be a little lively thing. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do this, and if we can do this is actually a lot easier than I expected, which just goes to show, just do the hard thing, because at the end of the day, it's probably not as hard as you think it's going to be. Starting is the hardest part. Let's plug that in. I might have to offset this setup a little bit, but that's fine. All right, let's charge that baby. Charge that baby up. Cool. Now let's see. Please work, or do I have to wait for it to start getting... Love that. I wish I could just have a keyboard on screen. Can I do that? That's fine, okay. Area of need. Let's just do this for now. AON. What? Stupid. Doing all that. So I have to go to settings, contact custom fields, and then add one here. Area of need. Let's just do an, can I, no. Bruh. Area of. Okay. Nice. Area of need, there we go, cool. Custom fields. Area of need. What does that mean? Select some custom fields. Okay. But where do I set the custom fields? Individual fields? There we go. Okay, so I just want it to be a text multi-line. One line. Technically it's gonna be a selector. Yeah, let's just do text one line. Cool. Okay, now when that's required, and then I want to also add tell us more. So more details. More details. Custom field, multi-line, we can do that, it's fine. Cool, so more detail. Now, if I go here, field sets. Okay, that's fine. Technically now, I should just have this here. I do new person. Yeah, cool, okay. So that's there. Now, custom fields values. So the value of the custom field value. Area of need. See, we're good. Okay, that's gonna map there, and tell us more is gonna map to. Why is it suddenly not? Oh, there we go. More detail. Cool. Clear connect. Can I do save without? Nice. Okay, so essentially we're creating a contact when the Google form sees a new that, and then it's going to create a matter for that. So let's just delete this for now, and I just want to, can I set this to, let's see, how do I, where is it going to run? Okay, so it ran that. Let's see, did it do anything here? Contacts, refresh. There we go, John Doe. Yep, okay. So we have a baseline automation set up for this. So now assuming that a contact is made and me as a person seeking legal advice when I do that, I want to receive an email. So from here, we can do a Gmail call. But even before that, I would rather, I want to have a hyper custom. I want to allow the practice to make a very customized response email. So first, I want to be using OpenAI to actually create a completion prompt. Yep, okay. So here I'm just going to use an API key, and I'm going to do that off screen because I do not want, okay, fixed all the keyboard issues. Sorry about that. And got my API key in. Okay, so we are wanting to create a chat completion. Okay, so GPT-01, which is nice. 01 is now here. And let's do this. Yeah, okay, I like this. Before, I'm pretty sure it was 4.0 as the latest you could do. So this is going to be amazing, hopefully. Yeah, okay. Let's just do 01 system. We like that. Okay. Let's see. Volume parameters would not be sent in request using reasoning, even if you have to define the module top P presence penalty. That's fine. I don't need to worry about those right now. So now we just kind of want to make a prompt example. See the OpenAI prompt example of that message. Let's just use this real quick. Yeah, that's okay. It's just giving you general prompt examples. Role. Okay, so we want to first set our system text context. Okay. You are a experience. So we're gonna basically do this as if it's like the lawyer themselves. You're an experienced lawyer. You are an experienced lawyer in the. How do I set a variable? Let's see. What will it look like? Oh, okay. In the, let's just do this for now. In the blank. Okay. Or in the blank practice. In the, oh, I can just use the area of need, right? In the practice focusing. You're an experienced lawyer focusing in on blank cases. So in the created content, we can just use Google Forms, right? Area of need, in on blank. You're an experienced lawyer with cases relating to blank. That keeps it relatively general. You're an experienced lawyer with cases relating to. You're an experienced lawyer, blank, and skillful client lawyer communication skill, and have deep client lawyer communication skills. You just received a new client intake form being submitted. Your experienced lawyer with cases relating to blank and have deep blank communication skills and a high emotional intelligence, high level of emotional intelligence. Cool. You just received a new client intake form, and now reaching out to the client. Please use the information provided to focus in on their areas of need, their key concerns, and ensure this as a new client. This would require, so we would like, what would we ideally want? We would want some sort of emotional understanding. Apologies for how difficult this time must be. Cool. Emotional understanding. Apologies for how difficult this time must be. And then obviously, stated experience / skills in focusing in on their specific area of need. Next steps will be defined later. Cool. Okay, so let's do that. And I kind of want to keep the system prompt general, so let's do relating to their area of need. I'm not sure if this will affect actually, because it's system prompt with cases relating to. I'm just going to stick with plugging in the area of need. Be personable yet professional. Ensure they feel heard, and ensure your focus is on helping them as soon as possible. Cool, so that's our developer system prompt. Now, this is going to be the user. Let's see, user. Okay, so let's just do this. Keep it simple. Client first name. I think maybe if we just format as a JSON, it'll be a little bit neater, nicer for, yeah, why not? Okay, so first client, first name. Cool. It's going to be, let's just do that. Go. Client last name. It's going to be bang. I don't need to really give them the phone number. I don't need to give their email. Okay. Client last name. Area of need. Yeah, that's all I need to do. Area of need. Cool. There's no images. Okay. That'd be kind of cool if somebody does attach an image for more context, but one thing we'll need to do a little more exploration on, and I'm just going to note this down, is client first, last name, areas of need. Tell us more in terms of privacy, because obviously questions to explore. One, privacy of client information. Where does OpenAI and ChatGPT fall into this? Okay, yeah, let's figure that out after. Now let's save. Okay, so it is going to do that, and it's going to do that prompt. And now what I want is the output, which I'm not sure if there's a defined variable for that, but let's do this. So for now, I want to maybe just update that sheet. Can I update that in Clio? Oh, yeah, okay. So let's do this. In Clio, I think it'd be nice if how does this work for them? So assuming they get a new contact, what can they do with this? Actions, quick bill, okay. So tasks, we can add a new calendar item. Basically I want to, okay, so we can create a matter. That can be one thing. So a mock matter, and then we can assign staff to it automatically. Ooh, okay, let's try that as one. So one thing, just an idea, okay? So from here, I think it'll be, let's do a router so we can do multiple things, okay? One, I want to, and these are things we'll build out. So within Clio, okay, I want to create a matter, okay? So that'll be useful, all right? We'll want to update whatever their initial form area is, right? So Google Sheets, we want to update a row, okay? We want to update that to have the output of ChatGPT in there so it can be used later, okay? And then third, we will want to send an actual email. So in this case, let's do that. Let's do email, okay? Send an email, okay? So that's 3. And the 4th thing I want to do is I want to notify a person from the team that they have received a new client. Now, let's see. Create a message. Okay. What would also be nice is if the firm is after hours. Actually, I feel like the personalized intake would be already a really good way of keeping leads within your funnel versus another person's funnel. But another way that we can maybe do that is, I'm not sure if you want to opt them in for an SMS. Oh, that would be cool. Like a different message separate from, yeah, let's do that. I think that'd be cool. So SMSC, yeah, okay. So we want to send a text to the client as well. So that way we are ensuring, I'm just gonna move these up. This is for something else that I was looking into, but I don't need that anymore. If I can just delete like this, can I? Won't let me know how to do this, okay. Cool, okay. And then so we'll want to send the client a text. So let's just organize this a bit. So internally for the team, right? Okay. We'll want these two to be for the client, okay? So we're kind of going back in that direction, right? Let's do that so it's easier. And then for the team itself, notifications, we want to do this, maybe an internal email. Okay, let's say Outlook, okay? Send a message. Oh, okay, that's not what I want to do. Delete, blah, blah, blah. Send a message. Outlook, let's do that. Yeah, okay. So for the team members, I'll want to do this. For the client, I'll want to do this. And for documentation purposes, and then creating a matter, I'll want to do this. Now, what'll be nice is this matter can also be specified a bit more and customized. Let's see what we have here. I want to see what matter templates are. You have to create a new template, name your template matter description. Oh, there's more fields. I'm dumb. Let's keep going. Custom fields. Billing preferences. Okay. So one, it'll be nice if we can, yeah, can I add note here as like a standalone note? Notes, that'd be nice. Okay, let's just delete this. will that be easy to look at? Oh, it will. Okay, nice. Okay, so matter created, possible branch from here for document just template generation, initial contract creation. Yeah, let's stick with that for now. Okay, yeah. All right, that's there. Now let's see what else there is, just to understand the domain a bit more. Matter description. This one can be auto-populated. Open date, pending statute limitations date. Okay, from users with access, everyone. Notifications, user, block users, related contacts. Okay, you can add the related contact. We can add notifications. We can add tasks. Okay. So what we might want to do here is it's okay. That'll be intuitive. We don't need to take a note on that. Okay. So I'm just gonna refer to my notes here. Do I have my let's see. I'm trying to find my notes on this. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so the goal here is lead response and data capture, okay? So I'm doing this because I don't want to build out too much and waste my time. So one thing we do want to do is conflict checks. I wonder if it should be just part of the default instead of an upsell. And how we could do that is we can say from here, let's go organize it later. Say from here we use Clio to search for matters. Okay, we can do that. How can we search by? So I could just query based on that and then see if there's any related people involved. Yeah, could do that. So if I were to just take the first name, because I'll want to do it separately, or so I want to do one search by first name. Okay, what if I do another one by last name? Just to make it easy, yeah, that would be good, because then I can at least start with a high level conflict check for the law firm. Make it easy for them, right? And then from there, what can I do? What am I able to do from there? Like, let's say I just do this. What fields can I take out from here? So I wonder, is it a fuzzy search? Okay, we can explore that a bit. That's not the base level needed. So things that we need to work on in the future, ideally tomorrow, is I want to set up a example employee email. I want to send notification. I want to set up an example that notification. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So just to make it a little easier for me to see, I'm going to temporarily jump you out, buddy. And I'm going to pull this over here. So let's see. What do I want to do tomorrow? Goals for tomorrow. So I want to, let's see, Clio manage. I want to, in creating a matter, let's start with simple, okay? This flow will work ideally until here right now. Now from here, I want to first update the sheets intake with the email prompt. With the generated email prompt. Okay. I want to connect to email to show test email being sent. I want to connect to SMS to show text coming up to client. And I want to set up basic conflict check, fuzzy search on first and last name, and send email to paralegal. Let's just say law firm employee to be general notification. And then am I missing one thing? And then create a matter in Clio. Okay, yeah. So I think this is good for tomorrow. These will be the goals, and from there we should have a working baseline example of a workflow, and then from there we are jumping straight into just marketing ourselves. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow, and yeah.